First and foremost, we're going to give all praise, glory, and honor to
Yahweh,
Bahashim,
Yahushai, Bahashim, Kakwadash.
Double honors to the elder apostles, great millstone, who rule well. And salutations and much love be Akim out there pushing out his word, truth, sincerity. Salutations as well to the men, women, and children listening in truth and sincerity. And brothers from Great Millstone Tampa back with another live stream, Lord, as well as edifying. And we're just going to go in the spirit, man. There's a lot going on, man. We're just running through these articles, current updates, man. You got CNN, New York State sees record daily high of new COVID 19 cases. You got Yahoo Finance, Ray Dalio. I'm significantly concerned about inflation. Another one. On CNBC, Bitcoin may not last that much longer. Academic warrants. We see why this is happening. You have to understand why this is happening. It's because we've been saying this for a while. They've been allowing people to get rich, millionaires, billionaires off of these cryptocurrencies, and now guess what? Now the cookie is crumbling. All right, and you're gonna have to take the CBDC. You know what I'm saying? Certain countries are banning cryptocurrencies. All right, China, Russia, I believe. I'm pretty sure I seen it either today or yesterday. Let me check it. But go ahead, brothers. See if I can find it.
Let's get here started. Ezra 2 chapter 9. Start top verse 1. 2 9 verse 1. It says, "He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself. You will now see as part of the signs past, which I have told thee before." So that's why we with confidence bring up these things, because we can tie it to prophecy. Going to the signs the Lord left us, which, again, his word, going to Matthew 24th chapter, we're reading here 2 9th chapter, 2 16th chapter, Isaiah, the 47th chapter, all these books tie into going into destruction of this kingdom we're going to now, being Babylon, great being so-called America.
Yeah, and real quick, they're not banning the cryptocurrencies just because they don't like cryptocurrencies, because they're moving to digital currencies. Here's an article real quick just to back up the point. It says, this is CNBC.com. Charlie Munger says he wishes cryptocurrencies had never been invented and admires China for banning them. And then Russia, there's another one a day ago, CoinDesk.com. Russian central bank seeks ban on crypto investment report. Russia to decide between blanket crypto ban and legalizing exchanges in 2022. Russia's central bank looks to ban crypto investments. They're not doing this for no reason, man. But go ahead. You just wanted to add to that point because this is leading to the market of beast. Mm-hmm. All right. What does this market of beast entail? What does this specifically entail according to the scriptures? Buying and selling. Well, what's the new way of the monetary system? Digital. So you're gonna have to have something to use. It ain't gonna be Samsung Pay and Apple Pay, man. But go ahead.
Mm-hmm. I read again. 2 chapter 9 verse 1 says, "He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before."
Yeah, and the signs are coming to pass, or they already passed, or it's happening, man. Right. Everything you man, shit, just go into Google and just type in news, and it's gonna show you all these things that are taking place around the world. All these things are happening, and you still don't know what the fuck's going on.
Verse 2, 2 9 verse 2, it says, "Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made."
And that's what's happening. What these people fail to understand is that the Spirit of the Heavenly Father is visiting this place as we speak. The Spirit of the Lord has been already visiting this place for the longest time, man. But he's getting ready to physically manifest himself, because he's been showing you, the Lord has been heralding himself in through these prophecies, through his spirit of things happening upon the earth. And not only that, but the spirit that he's put in his men. That's another way that the Lord has been showing himself upon the earth. And these things are coming to pass. The Lord's words are coming to pass. The Lord's been heralding in himself and using his men to do so. To usher in his grand appearance through his only begotten Son. Okay? Real quick, I wanted to go with what you were just reading with what the brother Ash said. This is Isaiah 28:9. It says, whom shall he teach knowledge, and whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little. And that's what's been happening. We've been seeing the precept upon precept happening in real life. We've been seeing the prophecies come to pass. Okay? And now we're seeing the signs that were spoken of, which is the precepts, the lines, the scriptures. We've been seeing those signs come to pass. We've been seeing the uproars of the people. What the brothers reading in 2nd Ezra, that's line upon line, precept upon precept. Habakkuk chapter 2, precept upon precept. And we getting ready to draw upon the precept of precepts, man. Revelation 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, man. That's the precept we waiting to come to pass.
Yeah, we're living in it.
Yep. Because that's what's happening. The build up to it. Okay.
Because it's not like you say, oh, that doesn't exist, or that's not possible. Nigga, there's people buying and selling as we speak with that chip. Literally. Here in America. And around the world. So it's not like, oh, that's not even a thing you can even imagine. Nigga, it's happening. There's literally people that's doing it. There's injected that chip and literally using it to buy things.
Yeah. And they got the step before that right now.
Yeah.
What we're seeing is those passports, man. Those digital passports, the digital certificates. That's a precursor, man. That's a predecessor to the successor, which is gonna be that chip, man.
Well, that's gonna be the main excuse to bring forth that, because look, there's niggas that are taking jabs in the boxing ring left and right. You know what I'm saying? They're getting uppercutted, hooked, all kind of things. Well, how you gonna prove that? Well, there's an article just came out that was like 140,000 fake V cards, and I think it was Germany or something like that. So hey, they gotta put an end to this, and it's gonna be digital. They've been saying that it's gonna be digital. Matter of fact, you can go if you got Samsung. I know in Samsung, like when you go to your Samsung Pay and shit, they got an option where you can upload your V card on there, man. So we're not making this shit up, bro. Your V card.
Yep.
Your V card.
On iPhone, right?
What's up?
You said on iPhone?
I seen it on iPhone.
Samsung. Oh, okay.
Samsung,
Yeah,
but I'm sure it's on iPhone as well. You can literally upload the V card. I took a V card somewhat.
Well, they've already had that system in place with the credit card, your debit card.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same shit. Yeah.
You can upload that information.
But again, it's gonna be the same thing with the chip. All right, yeah, you can use your phone with Samsung Pay, but look, it's better if you got it in your hand.
Yep.
Because you can pay with your phone, sure. You can have your V card on your phone, sure. But why not have it in your hand? It have it all times. You can't lose it. It's convenient. Just like Biden said, you don't have to die.
Right. You don't have to die. Which his black ass,
Yeah.
I'll say that because he's a dark man.
Crispy, man.
He's a dark man in the spirit. His black ass talking about the dark winter coming, man.
Yeah.
For those of you that ain't laid up with Vicky. So they're already showing you what's happening. If you ain't with Vicky, if you ain't been poked up, and 3 times you gotta have received them 3 jabs to the face.
Now they're changing. Now they changing the
booster.
I'm saying they're changing the definition of fully vaccinated.
Oh right.
They're changing it.
They gotta reword
Like, what you mean? How the fuck
repackage
you changing?
Right.
Look, these niggas
Play
the
on
devil.
words. That's all it is. A play on words.
Exactly. So what? Next, because before they said, okay, well, this is what fully vaccinated means. Now they're saying that we got to change it. So what's to stop them from changing it again? Say, look, hey, you know what? You need 15 of these hoes before you can partake in your job in the workspace.
All right, I got you real quick. This is Psalms.
Nigga, so like the nigga tweaking out, waiting like we talk. Nigga tweaking out, waiting for the chip. Nigga got that. He got the shakes, waiting in line for the chip, man. That's what you people gonna look like, man. Because anybody that's taking more than one jab it's already through. If you took it one, it's not looking very good for you. But if you took it more than one, you fucking completely through. You weren't dumb enough just to take one. You were stupid enough to take multiple ones. And now you're wondering why niggas is dropping dead. Children having inflamed hearts or enlarged hearts. What the hell is that even mean? Enlarged heart? Why this nigga got the enlarged heart after these test trials? Okay, because that's what it is. It's trials. Giving it to your kids, and now they're doing trials on 6-month-old babies, man. You know, this place is finished. Go ahead, Joe.
Kind of. Real quick, this is Psalms 55, and then the brothers got a quick preset to go with it too. Psalms 55 and verse 21, it says, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. And that's what he's doing. He's trying to, he saw that his words that he said before wasn't as smooth as they could be. So now he's coming back to retouch them up. But deep down in his heart, it's war, man. Especially in these last days. Revelation 12:12 tells you that he's seeking whom he may devour, man. It's and it says, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords, man. And that's what he's doing, man. He's telling you smooth things because that's what you Israelites wanted. But deep down in his true self, in his heart, deep down in my heart, I'm still good. He really hates you niggas, man. He wants to kill you, man. So of course he's gonna say, and the scriptures tell you, never trust thine enemy, man. For his iron ruthless shows how his wickedness. Get that precept real quick, book the show.
Come. To Psalm 58.
It's like real quick. This is the same nigga that dropped atomic bombs on people. Now he's dropping mini, like the pastor said, he dropping mini swords on you, man. This nigga is stabbing you up. It's because now, it's like the brother said, this is a new. His words is smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. Yep. This is chemical warfare, man. Yep. Biological warfare. What's the other? There's another term for it.
Yeah, by 1,000 jabs.
Yeah.
That Pacquiao.
Yeah, Pacquiao. It's Delo. Yeah, check it out. But this is there's one. There's a term for it. It's not something warfare, biological warfare.
Chemical warfare?
Chemical, well, I mentioned that one. But nonetheless, this is what this nigga's doing, man. He's a biological warfare, chemical warfare. He's the niggas just taking it. You know? And you don't even know you in a fight.
Yeah, willfully.
Yeah. Go ahead, though.
Psalm 58, the point is, with the brother one is 3, but start from the top. Psalm 58, verse 1, it says, do ye indeed speak righteousness, O congregation? Do ye judge uprightly, O ye sons of men? Verse 2, yea, in heart ye work wickedness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's what Esau does, man, in heart, meaning in his mind. And the scriptures tell you that he can't even sleep unless he does wickedness, man. And that's what he's been plotting over the many decades. Is Esau has been plotting how are we going to get this image to pass. And he's been putting the pieces together. This ain't just a plan that he created 5 years ago, man. This has been in the works for hundreds of years.
He tried it out with different things.
Yep.
And he's brought it back out with the same nigga. This nigga Fuji, right? Fuji. This is Fuji ass nigga. Was been around since the 80s.
Yep.
The pandemic of AIDS. And they brought it out that this nigga overhyped it. He hyped the same shit he was saying then is the same shit he's saying now. So what the fuck do you think is going on? Come on, man. But they never found a cure for AIDS, though. But in months, they found a cure for this, the most deadliest thing on the planet.
Yeah, right.
In human history, they found it like that. Come on, man. They've been test running shit. You know, so you could ultimately bow to the beast and worship the beast in his image, man. And the next step is the what? Take the mark. Because the scripture in Revelation 14 say, them that worship the beast, his image, and receive his mark. That's literally the next step. Right now, what we're witnessing is the image being forced down your throat, and it's gonna get to the point. And like in Revelation 13, it says it said that he killed them that did not worship the beast in his image, right? So soon they're gonna start chopping heads off. Look, well, they're doing it. They're doing it subliminally. All right, well, you can't do this. You know, you can't do that. We're gonna lock you down. So they're literally telling, and soon they're gonna start taking heads off, man. Let the heads roll, as they say, you know, the guillotines. You don't want to comply, you're a menace to society, man. You killing people.
Oh, well, it tells you that in Revelation 13, real quick, before the brother finishes that.
Yeah, that's gonna get.
Revelation 13, verse 15. As Biden put it, we all need to be to become one, man. He said that in his inaugural speech.
And this thing that they're pushing out, that is part of the image, man, because they're saying, look, you gotta take this, man. You're saying that we're your savior, bro. Because the image, you know, you go into the image. Look, the Most High has an image. He made He made Yahushua in His image,
right?
Which is how he makes the Yahushua in His stead, His word, His law, statutes, commandments, right?
Yep,
So
doctrine.
now this nigga, the beast, is pushing out his law, statutes, commandments. Yeah, exactly. Doctrine, yeah.
It says, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. You know? So you ain't with it, Esau's coming after you, man. Revelation 12 and 12.
Yeah, to the point where eventually, see, right now, you're not getting shot or hung by the neck and died. What is it?
Hung by the neck until you die.
Until you die. But it's gonna get to that point, man. Do you think Esau is friendly now, man? This nigga is gonna he's showing his horns now, but boy, you're gonna see that pitchfork soon. You know, he's showing you the horns. He's starting to show you the horns, and you don't realize he's the devil yet. When you see that pitchfork up your ass, then you're gonna be like, oh shit, this nigga is the devil.
Yeah, but then it's too late.
Yeah, exactly.
It's already in your ass. It's already you already getting stabbed by it.
Yeah.
You got something?
Yeah, because you reading the same chapter, you read up what verse 11 talks about 2 horns like a lamb as big as a dragon. So how's he gonna to kill those who has not gonna worship his image and stuff? Like you said, it's a gradualism thing. You know, he says in the book of Sirach, the chief things for life is water, bread, you know, house to cover shame. You know, he's taking away those things. You know, so he's taking away your life. But going into really what he's going to do with the chip is going to go into those guillotines, throwing them concentration camps, those that don't follow after his order. You know,
and ultimately when he unrolls that chip, you're going to be cut off from everything.
Yeah.
Because now you can look. We can still go to the store, mask, no mask, yab or no yab. We still have the liberty around the world. But soon when they change the monetary system, look, you can have 18 yabs. But if you ain't got the chip, what the fuck you gonna do with them yabs? You know what I'm saying? So you go to the store, I got 18. You got little cards and shit.
can't prove it.
I got 18 yabs. You gonna look stupid.
Dragging your back though.
Yeah.
That back meat.
Only one arm works, no legs. But that's how we know that yab is not the mark of the beast.
Right.
Because it's gonna get to a point where you can have all the yabs in the world, but if you won't have that chip, you won't be able to access your funds. Plain and simple. We already see the CBDCs coming out, central bank digital currencies around the world. All right, this country's already set it up, bro. Literally, there's already in effect and they're using it. The central banks is moving, man. It's only idiots that don't realize this. But the question is, how are you going to access those digital currencies? How are you going to access that digital currency?
And that's been happening not just in America, but all over the world. All right, you have nations like Russia and China that are coming up with the digital ruble, the digital yuan.
Well, they just made a pact, Russia and China, saying they're moving away from America. Shit, they say they've been doing their own thing. Fuck America.
And they've been doing that little by little. But now they're coming out public with it.
Right, exactly. But you have actual countries that have digital currency. In the Bahamas,
they full.
Nigeria. You know, I think there's 9 countries in total that have a full blown digital currency, bro. You gotta ask yourself, how are you gonna be able to access this money, man? Is it gonna be Samsung Pay? What happens if you lose your phone? That's kind of risky, don't you think? What happens if you don't have a phone in a third world country like Nigeria? You know what I'm saying? You gotta think to yourself, they just.
And they show you that in that movie Ready Player One, you know, in that metaverse. That you couldn't buy it. You're not buying things in the movie. They weren't buying things with cash. The dude wasn't at his trailer. I gotta put in my credit card information. Nah, you were accumulating points in the system, and then you were using those credits, those digital credits, to buy things in the digital world, man.
And
that's
you
what
can lose it all.
Right, and you can lose it all as soon as you die.
Yeah.
That's what they showed. Yes, if you die, you lose all your credits. You got to start all over. You know, and that's what Esau's trying to do, man.
There was a whole world in there.
Yeah, whole
So, I mean,
universe.
shit, yeah, it was a whole metaverse. Yeah, verse. You know, well, guess what? We got this. We got the what's it called? We got the true verses. You know what I'm saying? But that's what Esau's moving towards, man. Because the metaverse, there's no coincidence. All of a sudden, Facebook was under the scrutiny, and now you don't even hear about that shit no more. As soon as metaverse came out, nothing. You don't hear nothing about Facebook no more, or the investigation they were doing on them. And this was on fucking the Senate committee on C-SPAN. But now, as soon as Zuckerberg came out and said we the metaverse, boom, they just dropped it like that. Like, yo, what the fuck is this, bro?
And that's how you know that's Esau, the devil. He's a fugitive and a vagabond. He's always skating by and getting away from judgment. You know, so he changed his names. He calls himself white. You know, changed everybody else's name and pretty much changed the rules of the game. And he gets off scot-free. That's what we need the Lord to come down to the judges do, because he'll keep on doing this till everybody's devoured. You know.
Yeah, it was shit. Exactly like bro said. If it was up to Esau, there would be nothing left to say. This nigga would kill everything because what? He wants to put it in a virtual reality. He don't care about you. He want to upload your consciousness into a server, a fucking hard drive. You know what I'm saying? He want to, like the movie Infinite. You just upload you onto a memory card, fucking PS2 memory card, and you just trap. Yeah.
Well, they showed you that too in the movie Ready Player One. When you became a debt slave, they pick you up, put you into that digital world, and you had to keep going until your physical self. Until your physical self died, man.
And that's what Esau wants to make. He wants to make slaves of you, because that's ultimately, you know, we always hit on that. That's the digital old, which means you want to be a slave forever.
Because you love it.
Because here's the old, you know, in the what is it, Leviticus? Was it Leviticus? But nonetheless, that situation with the old kind. It was when the man was ready to be set free, which that's what Yahweh is about to do. Which that's what he's doing with this word. He said, "The truth, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free." What people are willing to do is, you know what? I hear the truth. I hear you, but I'd rather stay in the matrix. You know, Deuteronomy, kind of. So they would rather stay with their master Esau, the god of this world, than to come free. Instead of taking on the truth and becoming free, they would rather stay in this slavery, which is debt slavery. All right, mental slavery, virtual. This nigga's gonna put you in virtual slavery. Not only are you gonna be a slave in real life, now he wants to put you a slave virtually, a fictional slave. This nigga needs to be stopped, bro.
Yeah, and that's what they're already talking about how to not go into debt. You see all these videos popping up on YouTube talking about how not to go into debt in the metaverse. In the metaverse. And then how to make money off of NFTs, which I don't even know what the hell all that bullshit is. But people are already talking about how to make money in a digital world, man. Literally a digital fucking world.
Ain't nobody on that base. They got 18 people on there buying yachts and shit.
The people that are plugged in, they know what's going on. Because even you got Melania Trump talking about that she created some NFTs or whatever the hell it is. Basically, NFTs is like some way of making money in that digital world.
The NFT stands for non-fugable token. Yeah, so it's a cryptocurrency.
Exactly. Yep.
Virtual money.
And that's what these people are doing, man. And that's what this world is headed. If you're not seeing things for what it is, you can connect your phone to your fridge, your fucking car. You can, as soon as you get close to your car, your phone.
Smart everything.
Yeah, everything's becoming smart. Smart meters at your houses. All right, smart lights.
Smart cars. Smart shoes.
Yeah.
Smart toasters.
If you're not seeing that the world is going to a digital controlled way, then you blind as a goddamn bat.
And think about that. Everything is smart in your house. Let's say you have a smart home. Your windows, your blinds, everything. You know, your couch, you can say Siri, recline back, and your couch is. Well, that means they can shut it down too. If you don't want to play ball, your blinds ain't gonna work no more. Your toaster's not. Your fridge is gonna be turned off. Everything will be turned off.
Right, and then
you'll be turned off if you got the chip. You know what I'm saying? They'll shut you down.
I was looking for speakers the other day for like TVs, like sound bars and shit. And you got shit that's coming out now with Alexa. Why the hell do you need a speaker with Alexa? To tell it things to do.
Yeah.
And again, this is what is you ain't gonna be able to do nothing unless you plugged in, man. Just like a TV ain't able to do something unless it's plugged in, you ain't gonna be able to do nothing unless you're plugged into the system, man.
Yeah, and more specifically, the internet. Because you can have a TV with no cable. Then TV, you plug it into the wall. The TV will turn on. Sure, you can flip through the HDMI 1, HDMI 2. But without the internet, what you going to do with it? You can't access YouTube. Because all these smart TVs, they got all that. YouTube, Netflix, whoop-de-whoop. Mm-hmm. But without internet access, the TV is rendered useless.
Right.
Yeah, they'll turn on, but what, you're just going to stare at a black screen the whole day?
Right.
And that's what that's what Esau's setting up, man. Everything is gonna be accessible through the Internet of Things, man. Mm-hmm. And you included. The next step is the people, man. That's it. That's the only thing left to put into the Internet of Things. You got toasters that are part of the Internet of Things. You next, man, nigga.
To put you in.
Yeah, good.
That's why he's been putting in these video games. Scan your face. Put yourself into the video game. Mm-hmm. He's been prepping y'all to want to, man, that's pretty cool. I can put myself into the game. That looks just like me. You know?
There's a character, right? The avatars, you know?
Exactly. Avatar.
The Sims, they've been programming people with the Sims for years, man.
Real quick, this is Isaiah chapter 32, verse 7. The instruments of the churl are evil, and you go into that word churl, it means scoundrel. It says, the instruments also of the churl are evil. He devises wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speaketh right. Okay, so this is what Esau is doing through his devices, man. All right, through his plots, through his ideas, through these things that he's pushing out onto the society. And he's been pushing it out through his technology, which is a part of his miracles, man. Okay, it's his technological advances. It's Esau's miracles. He's able to save people through technological advances. Okay? And those wicked devices, okay, he's causing the poor, which is you Israelites, to be destroyed, man.
Yeah, man, what's his nigga's name? Musk. What's his name?
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk. He talking about, for sure, 2020 we gonna be implanting niggas with Neuralink. Yeah, Neuralink, man. Come on, man. That's a miracle, like Ray was just saying. Niggas, you gonna see niggas running up the street, and then it is a day later, nigga, his one leg collapses because it's whatever the reason. See, you're not seeing it, but this nigga has side effects for everything he gives you, but all of a sudden he gonna make you walk. And there ain't gonna be no side effects. Come on, man. He's not the Lord. But going back to the what they did in ancient Egypt, they were able to recreate what Moses did, but not on the same level. Mm-hmm. So this nigga's gonna recreate the miracles that the Lord did, and the apostles, the disciples, right? But it's not gonna be on the same level. As a matter of fact, it's gonna have side effects, just like everything he gives you today. Oh, Travolta. They got a good song. Got a nigga smiling in the commercial and shit. And then real quick, a nigga comes speed talking. Side effects make him blah, 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 blah. Like, yo, this nigga, he got 82 side effects to cure one thing. That's gonna be the same way with this nigga's miracles, man. They will be backfiring on you, You gonna have niggas, you might walk again, but who knows what was gonna happen to you in a matter of days, man.
Missile.
Yeah, well, that's the ultimate judgment, because that Neuralink is the chip, man. All right, and if you take the Neuralink, what's going to stop you from taking the actual chip? Which has already been linked together, So there's going to be some major side effects, man. Cancer, pus, okay,
So in the
Greatest
chapter
wound.
16.
Yeah, it's gonna be all. See, this nigga, he
Greatest
bamboozling you. See, here it is. He got a pill to stop this, but then you got all these side effects. So what makes you think a nigga, this nigga gonna put something in your brain, right, in your forehead, the back of your head, wherever you want to put it? But that's not gonna. It's emitting all these frequencies and all this and that these technologies give out, and it's gonna be directly to your brain, and there ain't gonna be no side effects. You gotta be a goddamn idiot. Why don't you put your head in the microwave and see what happens? When you gonna put a chip in your head? Come on, man. Yeah, and there's no side effects. Yeah, you might walk. Shit, you might sprint down the street, but your fucking penis might fall over. So it's gonna be some crazy shit, man. There's always side effects to this nigga's remedies, man.
And ultimately the biggest side effect is gonna be you're gonna lose your chance of salvation.
Thermonuclear remedy for your ass.
You losing out on salvation. That's the biggest side effect, and that's ultimately what Esau, why he's pushing it heavy with the forefront of you Israelites, because that's how he's been promoted in it, is to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, saying that y'all are the most unjabbed. So when it comes down to getting poked up with this charagma, he gonna put the same thing out there. Y'all the least ones to report to be with it, but really, truly, the numbers showing that it's mainly is you Israelites, man, that are getting this thing.
Unproportionately,
Yeah.
The COVID, whatever. The COVID is discriminatory.
Right.
It's attacking the minority community.
Right. Well, it's gonna be y'all, man, and because you Israelites, you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, he's the one that he's after. He's the one that he wants you to really get the true side effects, which is to lose that chance of salvation, man. Which if you get it anyways, you never had that chance.
Yeah.
But in his mind, because Esau's a carnal man, he wants to get all the Israelites as many as he can. Okay.
Okay. It's a quick one. Job 5 and 12. Job 5 verse 12, it says, he disappointed the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. So we was going into how everything's going to be smart. So to say smart is because you're being connected to a network, and that's Esau's enterprise. He wants to get you, being the souls of men, plugged into his new world, his perverse idea of this new digital world. Okay, where he's God, you have to go through him. Everything flows through him. All the numbers, everything goes through him. He judges you whether you live, whether you die, whether you rich, whether you're poor. He self-determines your lots. This is what he wants to do, because like Apostle Barnes goes into his God complex.
Exactly. That's why he's literally making another reality or another universe. It's called the metaverse, virtual reality. I mean, goddamn, how simpler does he have to make it for you to realize that he's literally telling you that this reality is not adequate.
Yeah.
This universe is not the best it can be. That's why he's been giving you GMOs. He's making all this bullshit that the earth gives you off rip, medicines, food, all this shit, right? Now they got you can watch a baby grow in an artificial womb. This nigga literally is telling you that, look, we've created a better reality. We've created a better world. Come live here. We're better. We are the Most High. I'm the Most High. This is where you need to live. It's better. You don't have to suffer. Which this nigga lying to you, bro. Nigga's lying to you, bro. First of all, his plan is to depopulate you niggas. All right, get rid of y'all. This metaverse is just to speed things up, man. Trap you in slavery, just like in the Matrix, the movie The Matrix. These niggas was perpetual slaves. Didn't even know it though. They was just born and died. Never knew they were slaves. That's the majority of the people on the planet, man. Go ahead, yeah, Martin. Yeah.
That was the point. The enterprise. This devil's pushing hard for his enterprise, propaganda, war machine. Ultimately going against us that trying to stand up for righteousness. He's gonna deem us terrorists. The whole problem of everything going on earth, he's gonna blame it on the Christians. Remember, he was going to class on Wednesday. Just like Nero did back then. Blame the fire on Jake. We're gonna do it all over again. And it's just, we see the signs coming. That's why we have to prepare ourselves, because we're going to be defamed on a whole new level, but it's that short time frame. The Lord told us, be patient, and we're gonna get that crown of life. You know, like tribulation 10 days, so be it. You know, it's really for us to win. You know, Esau's doing all this finagling and changing scripts and narratives. We stick to the script the whole time. We can stick to the same script. You know, so that's what
change every week.
Exactly.
1 week he tell you this, next week this is the new way, or this is another thing that's coming up. We gotta change the. Come on, man.
Exactly.
The scriptures is straightforward. You know,
And at the end of the day, no matter how many times the devil changes his words, his
the scriptures don't change. So
the scriptures don't change, and neither does his intent.
Exactly.
It's all bullshit anyway.
Right.
All right, well, we gotta change it up, the narrative. But it's still the same shit. You got anything else? Okay, I'm gonna close out there.
Hey, so with that, we getting close to the end, and you Israelites out there, y'all need to start waking the hell up, man. Because if not, y'all gonna be caught up in this madness, man, and it's gonna be too late for you. Then shall they know that a prophet has been in the midst of thee. You're gonna know it. The scriptures even tell you they that were consent with them shall be had in derision. You're gonna be in dire straits if you consent to this society, man. If you consent to this world, man. The scriptures, the Lord tells you not to be friends with the world, man. Because if you're friends with the world, you're an enemy of the Lord. And if you believe in a higher power, if you believe that the Most High is real, okay, then you better get right. You better not follow after this devil, man. You better trust in the names of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, the true names of the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, because the time of faith is going to be required here very soon, man. There's no longer going to be well, either you get it or you don't. It's going to be you better believe or you done. There ain't going to be no in between, because right now you got an in between. You got people who say they believe, but they still a part of this world, still getting the jab. And nah, man, it's either you gonna believe or you dead. So with that, we want to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Hakodash. Double honors to the elders, apostles, great millstone, and much blessing and salutations to the Akim around the four corners of the earth who are diligently pushing out His truth and His truth and sincerity. That we say Shalom.
Shalom.